9. Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Liftoff.
Liftoff. Liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11. Roger, tower.
Welcome to the Alien Probe Podcast. It's Saturday, January 11th, 2024. I'm Doug. This is Matt, MUFON Matt, and this is Matt Simon, the author, science fiction, and military thriller, End of Earth book series guy. Welcome, Matt. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me. This is cool.
Yeah, we're pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah,
We think so. But, you know, I kind of wanted to know, are you in a band? We have to ask that first. And you play the bass?
I am in a band.
So does Matt.
Nice. What's your band called?
My band's called Veronica Lucia. We're kind of thrash metal. I'm in the Sacramento area.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm in a metal band myself.
Nice.
We're called The Ruin.
The Ruin. Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds
It
familiar.
used to be called Sorrow's Ruin, and we were like a Mad Max post-apocalyptic metal band.
Nice.
We'd wear all the torn up gear and stuff.
Right.
And then COVID happened, and our lead singer left.
Right.
And we had to reform. We're just now about to release some new music.
Cool. Good.
Yeah.
You guys do
awesome.
Do any touring down towards California? Let me know.
I would very much hope so. I'm trying to get something in Pine Valley right now for myself, my solo thing, which is not as heavy.
Right.
Just my nightstand mat.
Right.
Well, tell us about how you got into writing. You don't look very. How old are you?
I'm 30.
He looks young compared to us.
Yeah.
It is.
The key is luck.
As most things are.
But I started writing when COVID hit. I was cleaning pools all day, and then I'd come home with nothing else to do, so I just started typing, and that's how I got my first book.
Oh,
I was very happy with it. I have it right here.
Yeah, let's see it.
Yeah, let's see it.
Battle for Tomorrow. It's actually very important because every cover I do is like the most important scene of the book. So when you hit this moment of why the gas mask is there and where it is, I want you to have this emotional moment.
Right.
Like,
Nice.
oh no.
Right.
Feelings.
Right.
But that's the story of it's of a young man being drafted in the Third World War, and then his mind is sent back to his younger self.
Right.
He was
It's
killed.
because the question like, oh, what if I could start over?
Right.
Right.
But no one would really recognize you. There'd be a lot of issues. For example, did you guys ever get bullied when you were kids?
Oh yeah,
absolutely. Still,
that's why we're
at work.
My middle son still calls me a nerd, so I'm getting bullied to this day.
Yeah, but if as an adult mind now, if like a childhood bully came up to you, it'd be like you would not take it the same.
Correct.
No.
And then you add some trauma from war, and the character just fought for his life.
Yeah.
Fights happen, consequences of that.
Yep.
Yeah. I have a degree in criminal justice originally, and that's how I got like some additional when he goes back in time for, oh, these are the real consequences to this.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he gets killed. Didn't he get killed and then he goes back in time, or what?
A nuke goes off. Nuclear bomb sends his mind back.
Oh,
so
wow.
he's dead in the main timeline in that timeline, but his memories are sent back to his other self.
Wow.
And I thought that was, rather than it being a time machine, have it be like, oh, I don't want this to happen.
Right.
I love
So I thought about that.
I love time travel stories.
Oh, time travels.
How many books are in the series?
The original plan was it to be 4 with a prequel, but I think it's going to be 5 or 6. Just because things got a little thrown off in the second book, which I have right here.
All right.
Yeah.
Who does
The
the
original
art? Who does
plan.
your art, Matt? Who does the?
I'm forgetting the name, but my editor, Deborah Hartman, she has a person who does the artwork.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's, oh yeah, it's great. I have this as well. Just slide around the room. I have this commissioned.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. This is by Luke Inc. And this is the main antagonist of the series. He shows up in the second book.
Right.
And this is a moment from the third story, which will be releasing ideally within the next month or two.
Okay,
Great.
cool. Nice.
Yeah.
How long ago did you write the first book?
About 2021.
Okay. So,
Are you selling? Now, how are you selling? How do we get this? Is it Amazon or?
It's everywhere.
Okay.
It's self-published, but self-published allows it to be everywhere. And
right.
you know how Amazon is; they're evil overlords.
Yeah, yeah.
I hear they
Well.
take. I hear they take a lot of your profits
They do.
when you sell on Amazon.
Yeah. 1 month I only sold one book, and my profit was like 60 cents.
Yeah, it's usually better to get it right
Yikes.
from the person who writes it than Amazon.
Yeah, that does.
Amazon, and if it's 99 cents for the e-copy,
Yeah.
you get maybe 6 cents.
What? Are you kidding me?
You
Oh.
don't get much.
Sounds like my
It's not a very
Patreon.
thick book, so when it's
Yeah, it looks like
an
a fast
e-copy,
read. Yeah.
Open it up. Let's see the type. I didn't. Sorry, I don't have a copy.
Oh yeah, it's big read
That's
too.
right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I'll get through that pretty
I
quick.
get through that in about a day or two, almost.
Yeah, it's a pretty quick read. I've already started writing book 4,
Perfect.
but when you work 7 days a week, it's hard to
Yeah.
sit down.
And you said you do pools?
No.
So I used to do pools.
Used to do pools. Okay.
How long ago did you do pools? I'm in the pool industry.
That's why I said that.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, I got out of it about a couple years ago when I went back to school to get a computer science computer degree. Now I fix computers for a living.
That's good.
It's a little bit easier.
Yeah.
And then on the weekends, I work at a hospital and I move bodies,
Oh.
both
So-
live and dead.
Some questions come to mind, but I probably won't bring it up.
Oh,
That's kind of creepy, Matt.
It is real creepy. It is very creepy.
Or it's cool.
It is cool. But it's also just when you work in a hospital setting, you just become numb to it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My kid does ER. He was a emergency room tech, and he's
Oh.
like, you'd be surprised on all the things. Like a guy walks by with a screwdriver in his head. You don't flinch. So you're right.
it's just like, oh, it's Monday. All right, here we go.
Yeah. It was a typical Monday.
It's typical or it's not even Monday. It's just like Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's just another day.
Just a
It's like,
regular,
well, we got
regular old
this
day.
thing stuck somewhere where it shouldn't be. All right, cool.
Right.
You go get a CAT scan. Don't stare at it.
Yeah.
Too
Won't
much.
touch it. Does that hurt? You know. That's
Yeah,
funny.
my wife
Yeah.
watches Grey's Anatomy,
We're
and
just-
it's horrible.
'cause
It's horrible. I hate
Oh,
watching that.
that's the real thing.
We got a lag going on here.
Yeah, we got some audio. Hang on just a
It's-
second. Your audio sounds kind
It's-
of crackly, and
Hold up.
All right.
hang on, I'm closing some applications on my end to see if that will help us. And we'll have some. Everybody's now at this point. Everybody's like, I'm not interested anymore. I'll have to cut this out.
We'll get it.
So you got 3 books. I'm glad that note. I got a note that says
Oh,
low
one
system
more soon.
resources.
Hold up. I'm still doing it.
Yeah, but that's not coming up on our
Oh, okay,
on the
okay.
recording, so we're
Okay.
okay. It's giving me a warning. Low system resources. Matt, come and fix this. Yeah,
Restarting.
we have to share our screen. So so a little bit more about the story, I guess. Just tell us a little bit more about what happens and kind of the synopsis. We don't want to give away everything.
Give it
Oh no, I got you. So the first book is the war, and then the time travel portion, and then the second book is the consequences for time travel. And it doesn't follows him for the second book. It follows, he carries it to try. He carries the knowledge of everything to try to fix it, prevent everything, and it also follows another character, Barry Kane, because the original plan for book 2 was just to follow Barry Kane,
Right.
but everybody wanted to know what happened to Angel,
Right.
Gail, and so I was like, okay, I'll work this so that way you guys get both. And then book three is called The War for the Stars, and that's where things just get
Crazy. Nice. Nice. It sounds amazing.
book 2 even like everything is about like the individual struggle of just one person or whoever it is, whoever I make the main character. And the second book peels the curtain back a little bit, so you see the existentialism of, oh, how great and grand everything can be. And book 3 is, oh, everything's a little too big here.
Right.
This is terrifying.
Right.
But also book 3, I wanted to make humanity straight up horrifying to whatever else is out there.
Yeah.
Because there's too many books where humans are on the back burner. Like, how about let's make us scary?
Right.
Yeah.
Because we are,
Terrifying.
actually. That's kind of true. We are.
Exactly.
Yeah. Especially.
So not to reveal too much, but that's the direction everything goes.
I like that. That sounds really good. I'm gonna have to read this.
Are you gonna author any different types of books?
I actually, I'm working so much right now to make money so I can publish this other novella I wrote called The Last Responder, and that is stories from the hospital
Nice.
with modern dating.
Right. Oh, my kid would love that. Because he's got stories.
Oh yeah, there's always a new story from the hospital.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, these hospital shows on TV, I never, like I mentioned, Grey's Anatomy. I never like watching those. You know, it's like I don't want to know. I've been in a couple of times, and it's kind of, you know, when you get older, they don't really want to keep you alive as much as they do when you're younger. You know what I mean? I don't know if there's a direct. Can you tell us, Matt? Is there a directive?
I will say this much. I have no idea. It's simply
Good
to
response.
push people places.
Yes. He's like, that's all I do. I push you around.
Are they dead already? Do they come in dead, or what could I have to ask now?
Say if someone has to get an X-ray or like a CAT scan, I gotta take them to do that because
Yeah.
most people walk, or take them up to get surgery or down from surgery.
Yeah.
But if someone dies, because people die every day in the hospital,
Yeah.
take the bag to the morgue.
Yeah.
And that's where they keep them in the refrigerator, and that big thing that they pull out of the wall where you're laying in there.
No, actually, it's more like a giant walk-in fridge, like you'd see
I
at a
heard.
restaurant.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. There's no slide in this and that. That's like your general.
Well, that's weird. I had a completely different vision of how that worked out.
Well, it's just because I think it's just how Hollywood plays everything.
Right. Yep. That's true.
And Hollywood makes it look cooler than it really is. It's usually just kind of sad, mundane.
Is the hospital you work at, is it haunted?
Oh, 100%.
Really?
They all are haunted.
Every hospital is haunted.
I've heard that before. Yeah.
There's a ghost on the second floor that people have like shown me pictures of. I'm like, oh, that almost. How long ago was that picture taken? Oh, this is on Nokia. Okay, that looks pretty real.
Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty good.
That's creepy too.
Oh yeah.
I hear about.
Why would they have a Nokia phone? That's the real question.
You don't have an Apple phone, Matt?
No, I got a Samsung.
It must
Yeah,
be
same.
a
Android.
musician thing. I don't know. You guys.
Samsung.
It's funny because Samsung.
Yes, because we have no money. That's why. We have equipment.
I have an Apple tablet. I got Apple. Everything's Apple.
You see the price of equipment, you'd see why we have,
Yeah, so if Matt texts me, it won't go to my watch or my tablet. I sometimes won't have my phone.
Exclusive.
So I've been trying to con him into. He's a rich garbage man, so he should be able to fix and buy an Apple phone. I don't know.
I like my Samsung. Matt, come on,
Fine,
testify.
there's nothing wrong with the Samsung.
Exactly.
They do. That's what I've heard. They do everything that Apple does, only it doesn't cost as much.
We have better pictures.
Except for I can't communicate with an Apple tablet, which is my problem, I guess.
That's not too bad. That's relatively minor.
Right, that is. Exactly.
IT would know that.
Yeah, IT would. Yeah.
Do you work with a lot of big companies when you do your IT stuff?
No, I work for the local school district.
That's cool.
Oh, really?
So I just get a bunch of broken computers that children have just ripped to shreds.
So you gotta fix them, or?
Like,
And you just put them back
I gotta
together.
fix this. now.
Yeah, right.
We once found a Chromebook on a roof where every layer of it had just been ripped off
What?
and yet still maintained together. It was like, there's like one layer of duct tape on the roof. Why? They were like, hey, can you fix it?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah. No. They must have really hated homework.
I guess.
So you're not the guy
You
they.
just give them a new one.
Yeah.
No.
Shit.
Are you the guy they call when they go, I forgot my password? Can you get reset?
All the
Yes.
time. He's like, yes.
I feel sorry for you guys, especially when we work with old people. Because we never remember. What's my password?
Young people forget them too.
But it's also a mixture of the old teachers and then the young kids, and
Oh yeah.
I'm the middleman.
Yep. You're the Band-Aid. That's what you are.
Exactly.
You're the Band-Aid.
Everything's password protected now.
Oh,
Everything.
Yeah. I get it.
Yeah. And our school district actually got hacked about 2 years ago.
Oh.
Massive hack.
Oh.
So now there's additional layers of protection.
Oh wow. Oh man.
So that was fun.
Yeah.
Please fix everything.
And how do you find time to write a book between all of this? That's a lot.
So with the computer job in particular, there's someone's texting me. I'm going to ignore that.
Yeah.
Feel
What
free to
happens
answer.
with the computer job, to re-image something,
Yeah.
which happens a lot with laptops, that can take anywhere between like an hour to 2 hours, 8 hours, like multiple days,
Right.
just to redo everything and re-update it. And while
Right.
that's going, I'm just going to throw that to another room.
Yeah.
While that's going, I'll type, because my only other options are I can scroll on my phone while that's going. I have to sit in front of the computer all day, or I pull up my own computer and I get something
Something done.
going on my
Yeah.
phone.
Yeah. You got a lot of in between time. Yeah.
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 There's a lot of hurry up and wait.
Yeah.
That's every job, really.
And IT, if you're not doing anything, you're doing your job because nothing's going wrong. So that's a good thing.
The slower days are the nicer days, but
Yeah.
you gotta be careful not to work too hard, because
Then you don't have a job.
Yeah.
Anybody can do this.
That's
fix
right.
everything.
That's right. That's right. We'll let that go wrong a little bit, and I'll get back to it.
Yeah, I'll be there in a few minutes.
Yeah. Just.
I'm kind of busy right now.
Yeah,
but
just
okay,
relax.
Just a second. Got to finish this chapter. So, do you think we're going to end up in an apocalyptic hell here in America? Matt?
In a sense, you could argue we're already in a dystopia.
Yeah.
You could argue that. But what I'd like to, with my story, rather than it being post-apocalypse, I want it to be leading up to the apocalypse.
Right.
Okay.
They always skip bits. I'm like, no, I want to see what led to this. What led to everything catching on fire.
Backstories are always good.
Yeah.
Actually, the original plan for the first book was it to start at the time travel moment,
Right.
and then everything being flashbacks, and it wasn't gelling.
Right.
So I said, okay, let's start off with the war, and from there you can see everything. So when he goes back in time, he sees people that he recognizes from everything's like, oh, my mind's not doing well.
Yeah. That might be good for screenplay though. For book rise, you're right. But for screenplay, if you ever decide to make them,
I would like to. I'd very much like to turn the first book into a screenplay, but
Yeah.
also I want to wait till the series is done,
Right.
because I don't want to be like George R.R. Martin here.
right.
I want to finish the series. Like,
Yeah.
as it is, I've started book series where I was so excited and like, when's the next book? Oh, it's been 15 years. What?
That was Stephen King when he did I love the Dark Tower series, but It took him like 25 years to write like, half of it. And then all of a sudden in 3 years, he threw all the rest of it out because of demand. So yeah, you're right. Get it out.
Well, ideally, I should be able to. I have everything already mapped out. I just need fingers to keys and time to type.
Yeah.
So it's more of just finding the time.
Yeah.
And if I could sell some more copies, maybe I don't need the second job anymore.
That's why you're here.
How many copies have you sold so far?
I'm gonna buy
Not
a
that
copy.
many.
I'm definitely gonna buy.
Not enough.
I want to read it.
Not
You
enough.
still got to go back on these podcasts. Do you have a PR? Is the lady that contacted us, is that a PR? What is?
Yeah, so she works for this other guy, Brian. I'm not pronouncing his last name correctly. I will find it and say it correctly.
Just say Brian
so
for
that
now.
I can recommend him.
IT
Feldblum.
IT guys key really fast.
They do that. Yeah, that was quick. What was the last name?
Brian Feldblum.
Feldblum.
Feldblum. I'm not pronouncing that correctly.
That's right.
But he found me, and through some money that I had to work hard for, he then connected me to a podcast to do some promotions.
Nice.
Good.
Which I desperately needed because I was not selling enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, we're a UFO and extraterrestrial podcast mostly. I mean, we do
Everything weird.
everything unusual.
Well, I love your
yeah.
guys' background of the spaceship.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
My wife bought that for me. It's really,
Nice.
she felt that we needed something behind us other than my wine cellar that's back there. Um, so, have you had any experiences with any UFOs or anything like that? Seen anything?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything you want to talk about?
Tell us about that.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. So actually, this band, the Ruin, we were playing this festival out in nowhere land, literal Holbrook, hour off the freeway.
Holbrook.
Yeah.
I lived close to there, off of 60. What is that? 65. I think. Yeah. Okay. I know what you're talking about.
Well, off an hour off the freeway there.
Oh.
Into literal nowhere land.
Was it the res? Any reses or no?
It's a campsite called Uranium Springs.
I've heard of it. Yes. Okay.
And they do a post-apocalyptic festival called The End of Days.
Okay.
Oh,
We're
wow.
playing out there, and there may have been some additional
Yeah.
stuff happening
Exactly.
to make the
We
stars
got it.
look brighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I admit to nothing.
We don't know what you're talking about.
We don't know about that
Yeah,
stuff.
we don't.
Exactly.
Not in California.
Not in California.
Yeah, no.
But while we're out there, it's just the stars are absolutely beautiful, and there's some additional stars out there that had
Extra.
may not have been. They
Yeah.
looked extra cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there was also, I was just zoned out looking at the beautiful stars. Go, wow, there are totally aliens.
Yeah.
And something off to my right just makes this.
Yeah.
It ended up being the lead singer just messing with me.
Of course, because that's what they do.
Well,
Yeah.
it's told that the musicians actually, Matt's had some experience. Or
A
Matt here.
bunch.
And there's something about the way, I don't know, is it the way you think, or
Probably
the
the brain. Yeah,
something where you
we're kinda-
actually will be able to see these things. I've never seen anything.
It's funny because in California, I've had all my experiences since I was 10 years old. I moved to Arizona for 6 years, and it's like country dark. I don't know if you guys know what that means.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
could see everything, stardust, every star possibly known to mankind, and I saw nothing in 6 years there. But I come to California and I see all kinds of crazy stuff. So I was
You gotta
looking.
go up to Sedona.
Yeah, that's
where-
right.
Yeah, I heard that's big.
Same. Yeah, I heard the same thing.
That's crazy.
It's usually, I can't say I've seen like too many big things, but I've seen like that doesn't look normal
Yeah.
in the sky
Yeah.
when you're out in nowhere land.
Yeah.
That's a certain gigs when you're camping out and you're like, oh, why is that's not a satellite? That's too many lights.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
Or
lived.
the Phoenix lights.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
The Travis Walton case. I lived really close to that where I lived up there. But yeah.
That wasn't true, but whatever.
Well, yes, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah. Well,
He went on a 7-day bender and then arrived back naked by a telephone.
I heard some stories like that too.
I've
Hey.
seen that happen at the festival, but there might have been other things involved in that.
It was not just an abduction. There was
Yeah, we've got, on our East Coast, all of our East Coast, they got the drones. I haven't heard much about the drones lately, though. It's like it died. It's like the whole thing just died.
Yep.
I think part of it was just after a certain point, it was just locals just messing with everybody.
Yep.
Like, it could have been something more.
Yeah.
But after a certain point, when it had hit the mainstream, like if I was over there and I had a drone, like I'm setting my drone up.
Yep. I knew like 3 different people going, I'm throwing my drones up now. Like, great. Great. Good job.
Well, they're the size of SUVs. It's like, and then it's like, well, it's the lights that look the size of SUVs, but it's actually aircraft lights.
It is aircraft.
It's a very common thing. So, I mean, I'm like the guy, I just, like Mulder, I want to believe. A lot of people, we get interviewees on here that are like, you've never seen anything. Why are you even involved in this? And I don't know, I've done it. We've had this podcast for 4 years now.
Yeah.
And we got a couple hundred episodes. And it's, we talk to lots of different people that have seen things. I mean, it's like, it's almost impossible that nothing's out there,
Well, there's a old saying of either we are alone or we aren't. And
Right.
both are equally terrifying.
Yes. Yeah. Very true. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
If this is it, that is
Scary.
how big everything is. That is absolutely terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah. I think scientifically it's proven that there has to be something out there as wide and as huge as the universe is.
Or we're in the Matrix.
Well, there's
Everything
belief
can
that
be true.
Europa might have life on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is
The
that
water.
is that the water one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're there's people are saying, you can't even really go to Mars because of different things. And we really haven't been to, do you believe we landed on the moon, Matt?
Yeah, I do.
So it's like, I do too, but it just keeps coming up where, it didn't happen. We deal with every conspiracy theory on the planet.
Oh,
So
I bet. That actually almost led to a job for me, actually. I was arguing with my drummer in the band because he was,
Drummers.
I don't know if he was messing with me or not.
Drummers.
Sure.
Yeah, drummers.
Drummers.
I don't know if he was messing with me and just trolling after a point. But he's like, dude, you can't go to Antarctica. Yes, you can. It's just not commercial flights.
Right.
He's like, you could get a job there. I could get a job there. I bet they need IT people there.
But you can't get a job there. You know what I mean?
How are you going to get there?
You got a rowboat.
You get a plane. You get a military plane from New Zealand.
That's right.
Yeah.
Lands
So
on some.
I almost did that. And then I found out that they didn't pay that much. I'm like, I'm going to the freezing cold.
Yeah, I want to get paid.
You gotta
Yeah.
pay me decent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Combat salary.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Right.
Well, they say Antarctica is the place where, Admiral Byrd actually, they launched all those ships and everything up there.
Right.
And he flew into that area where it was all, dinosaurs and freaking, nice foliage. And they took control of his airplane and landed it. But they said it was, they said that the flying saucer looking thing had a German swastika on it. Or not a swastika. Yeah, German markings. I don't think it was a swastika.
Yeah.
But, I don't know.
Oh, the
There's
swastika has existed for
Yeah,
way
it's like-
before
yeah.
Nazis
Yeah.
and
Yep.
everything.
It was flipped the other way, and it was
it
using
could be
Mexico.
that
and
it's
stuff,
something
yeah.
else,
Yep.
But there's they say that things could have they didn't come from far away, or they may have originally came from another planet, but now they've been on Earth for millions of years, and that's why they're screwing around with us now since we're ruining the planet.
Or you can go with the theory that it's us from the
Future.
future.
Yeah.
Time travel.
Extraterrestrials.
Extraterrestrial.
Yeah.
That's I always wondered if it is us from the future, wouldn't messing with the past just throw everything off?
No, because according to Michael Masters, who writes 3 books on this, everything that's already happened has already happened, and you cannot change it. So going back to the past, basically, you still can't forget about the things that's already happened. So and he mentions that time is a box. It's not like a travel path. It's a box.
It's not linear.
And yeah, it's everything is happening at once. So, and as if it's already happened, basically, it gets very confusing for a guitar player like me.
What did that one guy say? Everything's happening at once, all over. What was the term he used? He says things are happening all at once and at the same time.
At the same time, yeah.
It's like
that kind of falls in like the parallel universe thing of like every moment in time is simultaneously splitting off for all these possibilities.
Right.
Correct. Yep.
That's actually in the book, my book.
Perfect.
The book.
Yeah. He figures out that the time travel he has is it still happened, it's still happening, and every time he makes a change, just memories from another version of himself is sent back to this body.
Right.
So he keeps getting these. He hasn't every time it changes. It's just a new parallel that hits him.
Yep.
It still ends up there. It's still constantly.
Yeah.
Time travel. Only the first book deals with time travel.
Okay.
Yeah. Second book is, I guess, a bit more grounded, but they build like portal technology and stuff. And then book 3 is a war with aliens.
Nice.
Sweet.
Right to the nitty gritty.
We're just gonna go to book 3.
No, I want to know the backstory.
That's like, no, you got to buy the other two.
I want the
You get the
backstory.
series, you'll never know.
Book
how it
3
got there.
is book 3 is the conclusion of Jason Baker's story. So you do want to read the first book,
Right?
Because honestly, I will say the first book is really good.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of how the first book came out.
Nice.
How'd you come up with the name Jason Baker?
I was for a good chunk of it, I hadn't figured out his name yet, and then
Because it has to be cool, and that's a cool name.
well, I was thinking about I was reading Red Hood and the Outlaws, and I was like, oh, Jason from the former Batman sidekick.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, I'll just use that. And then Baker, I was like, let's go with the regular name as
Right.
plain. So
Straight
Baker.
plain name.
And actually, interesting enough, a lot of the names in the first book are my former pool clients.
Nice. Nice.
I couldn't come up with names, and I saw their names every day. It's like, oh, we'll just use those.
Yeah. That's really good.
Did you have to clean like 100 pools a week?
Oh, it was a lot of pools.
Oh man.
There's one pool in particular. I didn't give them a great name. But certainly, you'll get a feeling for like, oh, who I liked, who I didn't like.
Oh, by the name.
Yeah.
Are they going to read this book and go, oh man?
I doubt this lady will ever read my book.
No.
She had poodles that would chase me out of the yard every day.
Oh man.
I got way too good at jumping walls doing that stuff.
Just don't block the garbage can, and I'm okay with you.
Yeah.
Because I'm driving down the street, and the gardener or the pool guy are always blocking the cans. So
The pool guy?
Park across.
Really?
Yeah, the pool guy. Yeah.
I had to do that at one pool because they would release the hounds on me. And
Oh.
I had to put directly in front of their window so they would see my car.
Oh.
And the worst part about that, so they
Release the hounds.
had 4 dogs that let out at me.
Right.
And if I jumped the wrong wall, I ended up in the Doberman house.
Oh shit.
wow.
So I had to plan out my escape every time. I had to always go for the alley. If I'm on the wrong side of the pool,
Charge them extra. They should be charged extra.
I didn't have control of the charge.
Man.
Yeah.
The pool company.
Gosh, really?
Yeah, we do. I work for a large builder, and we do warranty repair and upgrade. And one of my guys just got bit. He only got a sweatshirt. He was in the backyard repairing the pool equipment. All of a sudden, the woman knew he was there, and she lets these 2 dogs out. They're Labrador retrievers, which aren't generally known to be vicious.
Biters. No, not
They're
normally.
normally pretty nice.
You know, well, this one of them was bit because he tore my sweatshirt. I go, thought we were gonna have a workman's comp claim.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I got big. Nah, I just got my sweatshirt.
It didn't get
I go, that's kind of mean. Just I've got dogs. My dogs. I've got 2 German shepherds, and I got a little guy. Yeah, I don't take care of my own pool, man.
Man, what the heck? You heard it here first.
Do you know why?
Exclusive.
First, when it goes green, I don't want my wife mad at me. She's gonna,
That's fair. That's fair.
you know,
He's like,
if you've ever met my wife, she can be a little prickly.
oh, shit.
You know, she doesn't mind knowing that I tell everybody that too. So
That's funny.
yeah, so our dogs will go out. I've got the older dog, he's 7, and he'll go out. He barks at Matt too. I've known Matt for a couple of years.
He has to bark at me. If he doesn't, I feel like there's something wrong.
Yeah,
Max is amazing.
Max barks at him when he comes in, and then I've got a new dog that we've just had a month or 2.
And then we cuddle on the couch. So
Yeah,
we're good.
You know,
That's
so
nice.
Yeah.
now that we've done the canine corner,
Even though my coworker's dog bit me like a couple of weeks ago. He's like, "You're supposed to keep your hands up." I'm like, "What am I getting arrested?"
do
Come on.
you have a dog, Matt?
I don't have any pets.
Yeah. Me
I'm not
neither.
home enough to do that.
It's the
I
best
work
thing.
7 days a week.
That's
and
good. You're responsible.
Band practice. You just.
Exactly. Yeah.
I wish I could have a pet. I used to live with my sister, and she had a cat, and it knew it was smarter than me.
Cats are smarter than everybody, though. I love cats.
They just ignore you, though.
Yeah,
It
they
looked
own
like
you.
Tom from Tom and Jerry.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
But
Right.
I'd come home late at night. It would dart in front of my feet and purposely try to trip.
Cats are amazing. They own you. You don't own a cat.
Yeah, I'd have to every time I'd eat, I'd have to sit with the spray bottle because it would
Get in your
try to
food?
get in and
Yeah. No.
sit with a
No.
loaded weapon.
Yeah.
Spray bottle filled with muriatic acid.
Oh, God. No.
That's a little mean.
Man.
I'm not a cat fan.
Oh, my goodness.
You may notice. You got kids? You have any
No.
kids?
No kids.
No,
What
I'm
bio
a-
were we
I'm a
looking
lone
at?
guy.
I don't know. I was looking at somebody else.
We were
that
looking
had
at some
kids.
bio. The guy actually looked like him too.
Yeah, he said he
He's
was.
got a wife and kids.
I'm like, is this the same Matt?
You're not married either?
no.
No. So this is a different. Yeah.
How come, Matt? Why haven't you
Uh,
found
He's a
it?
musician. He's
I haven't
working.
found it.
Yeah, I know the feeling. We have no
He's a
time.
lone guy.
We have no
When you
time.
when you read The Last Responder, you'll get a sense of my last several dating experiences. And you'll be like, oh,
He's right.
The names were changed to protect the
The
innocent.
dating.
every name has changed in that story.
It's not the
You
dating.
didn't use your
used to
actual
be.
dating.
No, it's not. And
It's a wild planet out there on
Yeah.
the dating scene.
When my last wife threw me out, I've been married 3 times, man.
Don't ask him about
So, you know.
any kind of
So it's-
marital.
I got on the dating, the dating apps. I was like 3 on 3 dating
They're
sites.
bad.
And,
They're bad.
all I can say, Matt, is you need to date 50-year-olds. You'll have much more success. They're much more grounded.
I don't know if I'd take advice from him. I'm just saying. I don't know if I would.
dating my age range is the 30 zone is interesting
Yeah.
Yeah.
because if you find someone else who's been single the entire time, you wonder
Why?
You'll find out why. You mean you'll find out why?
You'll know
exactly.
why.
You'll know why.
or if someone who's already been divorced at my age,
You'll know why.
again, you're like, oh, I need to stay away from this. This is going to end badly for me. I don't need to get that.
See, he's smart.
I had like 5 rules. You know what I mean? No small kids, because at my age, no small children. Not a heavy drug user. A little pot and a little alcohol was okay. Had to have a roof over their head. I didn't care if your hair. I'll lay the whole thing out for you. I'll show you how to do it, man.
And that left
Yeah,
you
be
like one
successful.
person to date, throughout the whole
yeah.
site. I was like,
Sometimes I made exceptions every once in a while. I always regretted it. I dated one girl. You a football fan? You follow football?
No.
You're not a sports guy
musicians,
either.
we really don't follow football.
You're,
We don't,
you
unfortunately.
should be excited. You're a Steeler
We're
fan.
not that athletic.
Yeah, exactly. We're writing
I say
riffs.
that
We're
I
trying.
have run a marathon. I did
Oh,
do
hey.
that.
How'd you do?
Never doing that again.
Yeah.
I had to have that
Nothing I've ever
experience.
done to my body.
Other than tour.
Do comedy. So yeah, so anyway, dated this one. I had an apartment. Of course, I had to, have a place to live when I got thrown out. My wife threw me out after 32 years, and I still to this day don't know why.
Damn.
Don't be sorry. It's okay. So, because I met my lovely wife.
There you go. Exactly.
Exactly. So I'm in this apartment. So I dated this girl, and I made an exception. She had a young kid, And so she was. I'm watching. It's pouring rain. I'm watching the Raider game. I made a couple of exceptions. She's like, I got a job, I got a house, and she lived in Granite Bay, which is kind of a little bit more of an exclusive community up here. So I thought, oh, she lives in Granite Bay. So I dated her a few times. She's like, oh, what are you doing? I'm watching I'm watching the Raiders. Well, can I come watch it with you? And I'm like, I go, what's wrong with your car? Oh, my car's messed up. So now she doesn't. Oh, my roommate's moving out, and then my job was a contract job, so I'm like, so every box gets checked to get rid of her, So, but I let her come over.
But you didn't.
But I let her, one more time. So I got my beer sitting on the table. Her kids comes through, swings his backpack, knocks my beer off the table.
Oh wow.
Unfortunately, I'm a Raider fan. Apologetically. I went along the Raiders. Because they're horrible, and they've been horrible. But so I had rule. I like 5 rules, Matt. Anyway, I'm just gonna tell you that because I made my exception and regretted it. So how we get this dating thing? I don't know.
You'll enjoy. Well, here before we leave the dating thing, you'll enjoy a song I'm going to be releasing soon. It's called "Break Up Already."
Break up already.
A song?
Yeah, it's dedicated to my apartment neighbors.
Oh shit.
It was every day at 2 a.m. They would light cigarettes, smoke a bowl, and then scream at each other.
What?
Every day.
Is that foreplay? Is that the way foreplay works now?
They just yell at each other. It was a new argument
every
night.
Wow.
And then there was the couple. That was the couple below me. Couple next to me.
This is why I hate apartments.
Screaming about something. And then there's the guy behind me. He's not in a relationship, but he's losing an argument with somebody. So I wrote a song called "Break Up Already," dedicated to them.
Everybody.
Yeah. Every day.
This is why apartments are horrible. This is why I hate apartments.
That's one of the reasons.
And walls.
And walls, yeah.
Yeah, are you finding that a lot of the women have children that you date? Because by 30,
probably.
I haven't dated in about a year now.
He's like, "Flush, I give up."
Yeah, the last 2 situations were like,
yeah,
I'm gonna step away for a bit.
What's wrong with people?
I don't know.
Do you like kids?
I don't have any kids.
So no,
Someday I'd like to have kids, but I don't know.
Yeah.
My wife doesn't like kids. We go to Disney World, and she's in hell.
Really? Why would you go to Disney World?
Because you go to Disney World and there's a sea of strollers. I can almost feel her vibrate. Oh, I can't stand these.
Get her out of here.
Where we'll be at a movie.
Helicopter.
Some kid will be crying down there. She'll be like, I go, well, you're making it worse by talking. So, how come you don't hear that? I go, I raised 3 boys. I don't hear shit.
Yeah.
I don't hear all this little noise. I don't hear it. It's kind of
static.
It's kind of hilarious that she doesn't like children. My kids are all grown. So she accepts them because they're adults. But anyway, the reason I asked about the kids, we'll talk about my whole family. The 27-year-old.
We got to book this.
Who are we interviewing?
Yeah, this is
the 27-year-old. I'll just tell you, Matt.
2 Matts today.
Yes,
2
double
Matts.
You got
2 Matts.
That's right.
So he's in his 20s, we'll just say. And he's dating a girl now that's got a 3-year-old. And it's like he's having the worst time with this. You know what I mean? And it's like, she's never going to watch this show, luckily.
luckily. You never know. Never say never.
I won't say anything bad. He's just having a hard time. It's nothing bad. He likes her. And he likes the kid, but he goes, the kid's just hell on wheels. And it's like, I don't know. So I was just wondering if you talk to people, well, when you're in your late 20s and 30s, you're just going to run into a lot of women with children.
Well, I haven't actually dated anyone with kids. I did date one woman who dumped me to have a kid with somebody else.
Oh shit! Jesus. Oh,
she going in the book?
She's so distant.
No, I don't mention her.
He's too busy writing books,
You
playing
should.
music.
You
And,
should. That's a great story.
yeah.
Broke up
Well,
with me. Is it the G? Well, we're not going to talk about that anyway.
Well,
So,
I can tell you the story of how I earned my nickname.
oh, what's your
Okay,
nickname?
yeah.
Well, we got to know what your nickname. Oh, go ahead.
So I go by Nightstand Matt. That's my music stuff.
Right.
It's all that. And I earned that nickname because I carried this nightstand. I was helping the band move, the metal band,
Right.
in the jam space, and I carried this insanely heavy nightstand. I didn't check the drawers. It was I literally had to drag it. I'd go down 3 flights of stairs, just one step at a
Jeez.
time.
Right.
Yeah.
Drag it across the street, and I'm sweating bullets, just
Right.
out of breath. I'm not a big guy. And the drawer goes, "Oh, it must be made out of oak. That's why it's heavy." Then the next day, we're jamming, and the guitarist goes, "Oh, you took the nightstand. You take the weights out of it?"
Oh.
We literally broke open the bottom drawer and took out like it was
100
2 10-pound weights,
Oh,
two
right.
20-pound weights, some leg weights, and a freaking car jack.
Oh.
But I go by Nightstand Matt.
That's awesome. That's not really the reason I thought that they were named that. But
Yeah, that's the funny thing. Everybody's like, "Oh, it must involve something like." What
Yeah.
nightstand?" No, it's an actual nightstand.
With weights in it. Oh man. So the book. When's the next book coming out?
Ideally, within the next month or 2.
Okay.
I want it out before March because I'm gonna be at a book fair in Tucson, and I want to be able to sell it there.
Do you have a date on that? So you can.
That one is March. I don't have.
Okay.
I'd have to look quick.
Get back
It's
to-
middle March.
Okay.
The Tucson Book Fair.
Middle March. Okay.
And
Look for it.
yeah, the Tucson Book Fair. I don't have a booth. I'm going to be performing.
Really? Oh,
It
nice.
cost me $400 to get a booth. And
Oh,
Oh, wow.
That's a lot of money. Jeez.
that's if I don't want to make a profit. It's $800 if I want to make a profit.
Wow. Man.
Yeah, so I'm
Wow.
performing instead.
Yeah.
Then I can sell the books because I do have some songs regarding each book.
Right.
Now they're like the themes, and once I release the next book, I'll release the next song with that.
Oh shoot. So that's like a what is that? So each song represents some part of the
Yeah.
book. Oh shit.
Yeah. So the first book, the song is called "Fought for You,"
Right.
and it's basically the theme of the first book of going off, being sent off to war, and then coming back, and oh, you didn't really want me back.
Nice.
And then curse, and then family obligations. The song is called "Curse," and is this a curse or something worse? And it's regarding the Kane family legacy that comes up a lot.
Right.
And then in book 3, it's called "Into the Grave," and that's well, you'll be able to hear it when it releases.
What are you on Spotify, Bandcamp, YouTube? What tell us the name so people can look it up.
It's Nightstand Matt.
Nightstand Matt, and that would be on
Yeah.
Spotify,
I'm not
YouTube,
going to forget that.
Yeah,
Bandcamp.
I'll be releasing a song. I'll be releasing a music video for "Breakup" already
Okay.
Friday.
And then
Friday or so.
people want to buy your books. What's the best
Yeah.
place? Is through you, right?
Through me personally, but also Amazon. I have that helps the algorithm,
Okay.
and you can do it that way. Or technically, my book is available everywhere online,
Right.
For how I published it. But Amazon, it's the best way to help my algorithm.
Okay.
that way I get noticed.
So look you up on Matt Simon on Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon. You might have to look up Matt Simon's "A Battle for Tomorrow" or
Okay.
"End of Earth" because some other books have come out. I was getting mixed in with the Tomorrow War a bunch,
Right.
but not
Yeah.
so much now.
Yeah, sometimes these time travel things make me crazy. It's
Oh yeah,
it's like I hated Groundhog Day, where they just
I
keep
love that
repeating.
movie. You don't like that movie? No.
Hated Groundhog Day.
I was tempted to write this book, the first book, to be like Groundhog Day, like tell the entire story twice.
Twice, right?
But then as I was writing, I'm like, I really don't want to do this twice.
Right.
Let's just kind of do one.
Be easy to do.
And you might lose the reader, but I mean, it's I don't know. It's kind
Well,
of
but I did love that, which was kind of like in science fiction Groundhog Day, that Battle for Tomorrow or whatever.
yeah.
It's a Tom Cruise movie. Did you see that, Matt?
Oh, Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of
Edge of
Tomorrow,
Tomorrow.
yeah.
Yep.
That was
I
a
love
good.
that.
That was just like Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
Only
Groundhog Day with action.
with
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
with actually those creepy aliens. Well, those aliens were the worst. But he just kept getting killed. Groundhog Day, only you don't get killed every time.
The loop
Yeah.
stuff is always fun, but I've always enjoyed the first two Terminators.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
gosh. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I agree.
I choose to ignore the other ones, but the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
two,
yeah.
There's a couple new ones already out, and I haven't seen them.
I just watched Robert Patrick on. He took over for X-Files. We didn't really take over, but it's actually Mulder was kind of not in it. I don't know what happened. I got a dog in here now.
Come here. Come here, little
You want to come on, Deb? We were just talking about you.
Were you talking about?
It was good.
Were my ears burning?
Say hi to Matt Simon.
Hi. Over here.
Yeah, I don't know. It was weird. It was like I didn't know. I guess I never. I used to watch X Files all the time. And I was like, why is Robert Patrick the Terminator on here? You know, it's and he's on and he's taking over with Scully and doing the same thing. The later episodes, obviously. I don't know if Mulder went off to do his movie career or whatever.
I didn't watch X-Files. I didn't have cable growing up.
I watched
I'm sorry, Matt.
No, no, you're all
Probably
right.
for the best.
In network TV,
Right
with an
more
antenna,
music.
one of those antennas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
had
did
the
too.
antennas. Have to go on the roof and smack it. to get the-
That's where you get the start in IT.
Yeah.
Just that
He
antenna.
fixed the television. Give that get a job.
I really
I
like
have a
doing this.
radio just to talk to my dad. How's it looking now?
Don't move. Don't move. Right there. I can see the games. Perfect. Stay that way.
That's incredible. So you have cable now, Matt? You got cable now?
No, he's
I
probably
got
never home.
internet now.
Oh,
I have
there-
everything now.
Do you
Internet
watch?
covers everything.
Do you watch a lot of science fiction? Obviously, a little bit.
Yeah. I've been going through like some of the older stuff. Right now, I'm going on a crime story binge because the fourth book is going to be crime based. It's going to be a lot more grounded after how crazy book 3 is.
Right. It's good. Calm down.
So I've been going through that kind of slower burn mentality, and also after going through almost becoming a cop, it's interesting doing that.
Yeah.
Why did you decide not to pursue a law enforcement career?
Oh, I got permanently denied for being colorblind.
What?
Yeah.
Are all
I didn't
Matts
know that was a
colorblind?
Did you know you were colorblind?
No.
All Matts are colorblind. So am I.
You're
Blue-
colorblind?
Yeah, blue and I can't. Well,
What does a red light look like when you go through it?
I can do blue, red, and yellow. It's between blue and purple and red and pink. They all look the same.
It like bleeds into the next color.
Exactly. And my ex used to say, "You're not colorblind. You're color ignorant." And I'm like, "Well, I still can't see it." So, but yeah, I am too.
That must be another
Yeah.
musician UFO thing. I don't know.
Could be.
Colorblindness.
We just see the different spectrum.
That's right. Yes, exactly.
Well, I've heard that before
We
with
hear
the
colors.
with the UFO thing. It's kind of like not everybody. It's like a bird can see different spectrums. It's kind of like certain humans can see that. They're there, but people like me can't see it because I'm handicapped. I'm not colorblind.
What the hell?
But you get to see all the other colors.
Yeah, that we can't see.
I'd rather see the UFOs.
Oh,
You with where the stoplight is. You know.
I mean, it's interesting seeing the weird stuff, but I wish I could see normal color shades of green and red, because then I would have had a really good paying job.
Right. Agreed.
Granted, I probably would have gotten shot at it.
Or you're
Why
still.
do you have to be a cop?
color.
Why do you have to not why would that?
Well, you need to be able to see color. Well, I don't know how.
Well,
it
imagine if I
works.
put out an APB on someone in a blue shirt when they're wearing purple.
Oh, all right.
My
That's
testimony
fine.
would be admissible in court, and as
Yeah.
such, it's grounded.
Like, was it blue or was it purple? I don't know. All
It
right.
was yellow. Final answer. No, it wasn't.
How far did you get in the process for your law enforcement?
Literal last step.
Oh
Literal last
man.
step
That
was the
sucks.
doctor's physical, and that's when they said go away and never come back.
Oh
Passed
jeez.
Written exam, physical fitness,
Oh
polygraph,
man.
background,
That sucks.
psych eval, last thing, doctor's physical.
Wow.
I've come back.
Did you have to do that thing where you drag that dummy around, that heavy dummy? It's like
No,
a person.
that's the sheriff's department. The
Yeah.
Tucson Police Department didn't require that. It required a 2-mile run, 300-yard sprint, push-ups, sit-ups, and a vertical jump.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I
I was
was.
very proud of myself for the long distance run. I'm a
Yeah.
cross country runner, so I lapped everybody.
Right.
I'm proud of that.
Wow.
And then we do push-ups, and my head's the size of their bicep.
Yeah, you can run fast, but once we catch you,
Yeah.
But that's when honestly, that's kind of around the time when I started cleaning pools and I started typing
Right.
because I'm like, I need something.
Something. Yeah. Yeah.
you realize
Just
cleaning
figure out my
pools,
life.
cleaning pools really not the long-term solution.
That says a
You know.
full. The full guy.
There's good
It's,
money in that. You know?
There's money in it. I made good money, but Tucson summers are hot.
Yeah. Getting chased
on
by
me.
dogs, the hounds.
Yeah, that's what my guys are like. Oh, that's a lot. Yeah, well, people are like, well, you're working around pools all the time. Yeah,
Jump
but I'm
on
not,
in.
Not in them.
Yeah. Jump on in.
You know, we have to change
Fall
light.
in whenever you need to.
Yeah.
They have to-
Oops.
Yeah, they have to do light changes and stuff, and the guys will go in. You know, if you got to go in, you got to go in. The customer doesn't care; they need the light fixed. You know, so go in whenever you can, because it's like sometimes 115 in Sacramento. It's bad. It's bad.
Oh yeah.
Not as bad as Tucson.
So he's like, hold my cup. Tucson.
Yeah, too much. Yeah,
115 is a good day.
Yeah, that's a cold day.
it's
Exactly.
spring.
He's like, that's nothing.
I did hit like 120 here one day. And
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm
that
good.
was
I
that's
live
one
in
of those days where you don't want to, but you
have to.
yeah, I don't miss that job. It just was really windy the other day. I'm like, oh, thank God I don't have to.
Have to do that
Yeah,
anymore.
there's a lot of leaves in the pool.
Yep.
Well, we
Yeah.
have mesquite trees, and it's those little tiny leaves.
Oh.
They're like that big.
Yeah.
There's like a million of
And
them.
you're just like, yeah, you're probably scooping for days.
Yeah. I like this path of it. I'm working a lot, but I like this path, and
Yeah.
hopefully I can make the book writing
Yeah.
my main.
Well, it sounds like a good book. I'm definitely going to pick up.
Yeah, me too.
And
Thank you. What was your band's name again?
Veronica Lucia, Lucia. And then either hit me up there or I'll add you or something, email or something. So if you guys decide to come out and play out here, I can help you and get some shows.
We would love to come out there.
Yeah.
So we'd love to get out to Tucson. We've been post-COVID and re-shuffling the band. We've been
Okay.
things that we're finally back on track.
Nice, good.
We did right before COVID hit. We played a KFMA, which is this big Tucson thing with a perfect circle. And
Nice.
Oh, wow.
this.
Yeah, I love that, man.
We're playing with Mushroom Head. It was
Cool.
awesome.
That's badass.
COVID hit, and then we're
Done. Everybody was done.
Everybody.
We lost clubs, we lost bands, we lost everything.
yeah.
Should have stayed with pools. We were essential.
Yeah, we were
It was a hard work. My job didn't change during that time.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Had to wear a mask, but at the same time, it was less sunscreen every day. So
Yeah. And I'd make my mask look like something stupid.
As we wind down, I have to. What's your favorite science fiction movie?
Aliens.
Yeah.
Not the first one, the second one.
Second one. First one's good.
Yeah,
But the second one is.
I thought the graphics were better and scarier.
yeah, with the colonial marines.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
it was
yeah.
pretty badass. Yeah, I do like
Yeah.
this. That's one where the second one was better than the first.
Yeah. But just like with Terminator 1 and 2,
Yeah,
it's horror that then goes to action. And the only difference is how prepared the protagonist is. And that's
Yep.
I really like those two.
Yeah.
very
So
cool.
I'll go with those two as my favorite.
That's awesome.
Way to go. All right, Matt. Well, it's been great talking to you. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for
Again,
having me.
let's throw that book up there. Let's see
Throw
it
your
real
books back
quick.
up there. You can get them
Okay,
up.
Battle for
Amazon.
Tomorrow and Family Obligations. And Matt Simon, the musician, author,
Extraordinary.
or extraordinaire.
Check out Nightstand Matt and check out The Ruin. Both have songs releasing this
Perfect.
coming week.
Ah, yeah.
Perfect.
Woo.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
have
listening.
fun.
Thanks for listening to the latest episode of the Alien Probe Podcast. We welcome comments, questions, and requests to alienprobepodcast@gmail.com. Visit us on Facebook. Check it out. Check us out on Instagram at alienprobe.net, Twitter at alienprobepod, YouTube, and particularly Rumble, because Rumble doesn't put banners on us for talking about COVID. And thank you, Matt Simon. And
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice meeting you, and have a great rest of your day.
You too. Do I just log off?
Yep, you're
Yeah.
good.